This is John the Baptist. He was the only Old Testament to be who entered the way for the Lord.
The deliverer will be prophet, priest, and king. This is when baby Jesus was in the manger and the star led the wise men to where he was.
This is when Jesus got baptized. The Holy Spirit came down as a dove. And then God said, "This is my beloved Son, whom I am well and pleased in."
Jesus was tempted 3 times by Satan, and Jesus never did it. He listened to his Father. At about age 30, Jesus was doing miracles like healing the leper.
Jesus said to Nicodemus, "You were supposed to be born again." John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." John 3:16.
This is the paralytic man. Jesus was talking to the crowd, and they went up on the roof. They pulled him down by Jesus, and Jesus healed him. This is when God chose his 12 disciples.
This is when Jesus calmed the sea, and the disciples said, "What manner of man that the wind and sea obey him?"
Jesus fed the 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. This was the only time on earth that God showed his Shekinah glory, and he showed it to the disciples.
Jesus gave us example of the sheepfold. The shepherd would lay between the opening of it, and no animals could get through. And Jesus said that's the only way into the door into heaven.
Lazarus died, and Jesus rose him from the dead by healing him. A man came up to Jesus and said he kept all the commandments, and God said to sell all his belongings and give the money to the poor people, but he chose his money before God and people.
This is the Last Supper that Jesus took the bread and said his body would be broken for us, and the cup is his blood of the Old Testament. New Testament. So he shed our blood for us. Jesus died on the cross to pay our sins, and he was a perfect man.
When Jesus died, God tore the curtain in the temple that split the holy place and the Holy of Holies.
Okay, what? And why? What did he show us? He didn't have to have animal sacrifices?
Oh, and they didn't have to sacrifice animals anymore.
When Jesus died, that he broke the chains of sin, and now we're free.
After Jesus died, 3 days later, he rose from the tomb.
Okay. And God accepted his
And
payment.
God accepted his payment and
This is when,
Ascended. Ascended.
this is when God ascended into heaven. Jesus ascended into heaven, and God lived for eternity.